Out of my entire 600 plus fragrance collection, these are my top 15. Let's get into it. Okay, at the number 15 spot, I'm gonna give it to Silver Mountain Water. New to my collection, a very old fragrance, but new to my collection. I'm loving it. And the reason it's at the 15 spot is performance. A blue bar of soap. Best way to describe Silver Mountain Water to me. That's exactly what it smells like. A blue bar of soap. It's gorgeous. This is one of those few fragrances that every single time I have worn it, compliments. Always with Silver Mountain Water. But that performance, unfortunately, is a bit rough. I only get like 2 to 3 hours from it. Skin scent for 4 to 5 if I'm lucky. So that's a bummer. You can combat that by spraying a lot on your clothing. Just a forewarning, the performance is rough on it, but the smell, blue bar of soap done to perfection. At the number 14 spot, one of the most expensive fragrances in my collection, Blue Vanille by Henry Jacks. This was a blind buy based on Demi herself. I saw a video where she said this was her favorite vanilla. And I was like, all right, let's take a gander. And I see why. I see why it's her favorite vanilla. It's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. It smells like a somewhat more musky vanilla version of Tuxedo to me. It's the best way I can describe it to you guys, but really, really nice. Performance is medium on it, but the smell, does it justify the $1,000 price tag? To me, no, it doesn't. But it is stunning. It's a really, really gorgeous, elegant, deep, rich vanilla smell. All right, at the number 13 spot, new to the collection, we're gonna go Amouage Outlands. Now, performance on this sensational. All Amouages are just absolutely sensational in terms of performance. The only reason this isn't higher for me, I'm not the biggest fan of incense, but this in my collection stands out as just an absolute stud. It's a sweet, peppery incense smell. Compliment machine as well. When I was in the UK, I smelled 2 people at the event that I hosted. They both smell amazing, and I told both of them that they were the best smelling people at the event. And then when I got this bottle for myself, when I wore it in Dubai, everybody was asking me, hey, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? And when a content creator says, what are you wearing? That is them saying, yo, you smell tremendous, without saying that. Absolutely sensational. Not blind buy safe, you have to sample that, but it's gorgeous. At the number 12 spot, YSL La Nuit De L'Homee EDP. This is the burnt orange bottle. There's a lot of flankers of this. You have to get the right one. One of the most, like, I'll say it, sexy, seductive smells that I've ever smelled. I typically don't describe fragrances like that because to me it's a little odd, but this is one of those that is gorgeous. The only issue with this fragrance, performance. 3 hours and a skin scent for 5. Now, if I'm going on a date with Leah, something like that, fine, completely fine, but I just don't trust it enough for like a lengthy day out, if that makes sense. But it's absolutely sensational. Let me tell you the story of how this fragrance came about, because it will tell you how good it smells to me. We were on my cousin's bachelor trip. We all got dressed. We met up in one of the guys' hotel rooms. I was wearing my fragrance. My uncle had a sample of this. So he had a brand new YSL bottle and there was a sample of this in there. He passed it to me. I smelt it and I was like, wow, that is insane. The first thing I did, I looked it up online, ordered it. The second thing I did, and I'm not joking to you, okay? I went back to my hotel room, got a washcloth, soap, water, washed off my fragrance that I was wearing, and I put this on for the night. It's heat. That is a legit true story. Okay, at the number 11 spot, this is tough, but we got Dolce & Gabbana the One EDP. I've owned this bottle for a year, and it is one of the few bottles that I have almost finished. Proud, partly because I layer it with a ton of stuff. This is a layering machine for a lot of fragrances. I'm gonna gatekeep those for now, but this layers tremendously with a lot of fragrances. Dolce & Gabbana the One would be one of the best selling fragrances of all time if that performance was fixed. It's abysmal. 2 to 3 hours, skin scent for 4, but the smell profile is one of the most creamy, sweet, musky with like, it's got like a touch of caramel in there. It's gorgeous. Apparently this is LeBron's fragrance. Apparently one of his ones, and I can believe it because that smells tremendous. That's such a gorgeous smell. At the number 10 spot, we got Virgin Island Water. Top 3 expensive summer fragrance for me. It's beautiful. Again, this would be much higher if they fix the performance. 3 to 4 hours, skin scent for 5, and it's gone. You can combat that by spraying on clothes, but man, the smell on this is absolutely incredible. I describe it as like a creamy coconut Sprite. Sometimes though, I pick up on little bits of like, it's almost like there's like Fabuloso in there. I don't know what's going on with that. It might just be a me thing, but at like the moment on paper, it's really, really nice. So maybe just when it's on skin, it does that. But yeah, Virgin Island water is sensational. At the number 9 spot, we have Mr. Sam. Hurts me a little bit because this used to be in my top 5. One of my favorite blind buys of all time. One more time. I purchased this before I started creating content. One of the reasons I started creating content was because it was such a fun experience blind buying it that I was like, maybe we could do something here. Mr. Sam is a very masculine blue body wash smell. It's got like some cardamom, some tobacco in there. Sometimes a little too green and earthy for me, just a little bit. And the main reason this has slipped out of my top 5, even though I'm still going through it, in a year I'm still moving through it, is the performance. Typical Penhaligon's with Mr. Sam, which is a bummer. And what I mean by that is smell profile out of this world. It smells expensive, it smells classy. It's just 2 to 3 hours. Skin scent for 4, gone. Bummer. Every time you go to like a Neiman Marcus or something like that, the Mr. Sam tester clapped out. Clapped out. And for a good reason. It's absolutely beautiful. It's kind of like a blue, green, earthy Powerade smell is another way I could describe it to you. It's really, really nice. At the number 8 spot, one of one of the most expensive department store buys, Lafayette Street. Again, one of the most seductive, sexy, spicy shower gel smells that I've ever smelled. It's like a designer gone rogue is what this is. It has a screechy element, like a Baccarat screech in there, but to me it's okay. I wouldn't say it's blind buy safe. However, it's like, if you know Jalen Hurts, it's his favorite cologne. Jalen Hurts is stud, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna glaze Jalen Hurts too much, but I'm just saying that stud, his favorite fragrance is this for a reason. It's beautiful. Again, the reason this is not higher on my list, the performance. 3 to 4 hours working. Decent 5 hours, skin scent by like 6. For that $500 price tag, But yeah, it's gorgeous. Really, really nice. It stopped me in my tracks. That's another story for you. This fragrance stopped me in my tracks at Neiman Marcus. Leah and I went for a sniff session. This was way back when we first started really getting into the hobby together. And the first counter I went to was Bond. And it was the 3rd fragrance I smelled. I stopped my entire shopping experience. I scooped it. I was done. 3rd fragrance in, done. That's how good this is. At the number 7 spot, we have Blue Talisman. Now what's interesting about this is it's a weird one because I'm not the biggest fan of the scent profile. It smells like a pear flavored sunscreen to me in the best way possible. But what Blue Talisman does really well is it makes it easy to reach for. It performs really, really well. You can wear it to almost any occasion, but I would say this is perfect for like daily wears. It's a very good daily driver, expensive daily driver. But what it does the best of all, compliments. Compliments machine. Ladies love this fragrance, and I think they love it because to me it leans feminine. I would say it's like 55, even 60% feminine. It's definitely feminine leaning to me. And I think that's why so many women love this fragrance on a guy, because typically females enjoy female perfumes, etc. But yeah, really, really nice. Love it. At the number 6 spot, tough. At the number 6 spot, I gotta give it to YSL number 6. YSL number 6 is my favorite YSL private line. Again, this would be top 3, but the performance, brutal. Absolutely brutal. 3 hours, decent 4, skin scent by like 5, 6. The smell is a very powdery, a little incense, like nutmeg, creamy. Tough one to describe the smell. Doesn't really smell like anything, but if you take a look at like the notes, it's an interesting one, but really, really gorgeous. My purchase story with number 6, Leah and myself were in Vegas for my 30th birthday, Leah and myself were in Vegas for like my 31st, 32nd birthday, can't remember. I've had a lot of them. And we went smelling fragrances. The objective was to buy a fragrance at the Wynn Hotel. And I had smelled, I want to say like over 50 well over 50. And at the end of the day, it was the last store, YSL. I smelt it and I was like, sweet, I found my fragrance, can I take it? And they were like, we don't have any, but we can overnight it to your room, essentially. And I had spent the entire day searching for a fragrance, but this was so good that I was like willing to like not get a fragrance that day and wait till the next day. It's tremendous. All right, at the number 5 spot, hurts my heart because it used to be very high. Ombre Nomad. Ombre Nomad is the definition of power, elegance, success in a bottle. It smells like royalty in Dubai is what this smells like. The only problem with Ombre Nomad for me is it's hard to find a suitable occasion. The smell on this is gorgeous. It is a strong rose and oud fragrance done to perfection, but very strong on both of those. The dry down of this is tremendous. Now, the sad thing for me is like, before I started creating content, I was so oblivious to like what to wear. And this also, you know, you could tie this into like, you can wear whatever you want when you want. True for most fragrances, but not Ombre Nomad. I wore Ombre Nomad on a plane. True story. And I was in like 10 to 12 sprays because I was doing my regular spray routine with it. I didn't realize like how strong it was. So when it comes time to like fragrances like Ombre Nomad, there is a time and a place for it. A plane is not a place for Ombre Nomad. It's not. A car journey with friends and family is not a place for Ombre Nomad. So that's why for me, it's like tough to find situations to wear it. But now that it's like here on the table, I definitely need to start reaching for this again, because when I first got this, I was swimming through it. That's a quarter of the bottle gone in like the first few months that I had it. I loved it. Not really like heavy on the compliments or anything like that, but I love it for me. I love it for me. It's gorgeous. At the number 4 spot, Louis Vuitton Limmensite. I just realized I got 3 Louis in my top 5. Interesting. Louis Vuitton Limmensite is the best grapefruit ginger fragrance out there. It's better than Tigar. It's better than Vibrato. It's better than Ingenious Ginger. It's easier to wear for any occasion on earth. And it's the best version of all of those, in my opinion. This is a sweet, musky grapefruit smell that is done to perfection. And it's amazing because you can wear it anytime, any place, any weather, any occasion. Like if you have the cash, you can daily that. If you want to make it your special occasion scent, it can be your special occasion scent. You can wear it to dates. You can wear it to meetings. One of those very, very versatile fragrances that there's no occasion to me on earth that it's not an appropriate time to wear this, as opposed to Ombre Nomad. Absolutely beautiful. And also look at this too. I've had this for a year and a half and I've gone through half a bottle. Heat. All right, at the number 3 spot, Aventus Absolu. This is power and elegance in a bottle for me. It's a smokier, more pineapple-y version of Creed Aventus, which is one of my favorite DNAs on earth. I love it. Aventus is one of the greatest DNAs ever. It just is. And Aventus Absolu has taken Aventus and just taken it to that next level. I love it. I really do. The only problem with Aventus Absolu is the performance. Working 2 hours and then at like 3 to 4, it's dropping off. 5, it's almost gone. Skin scent by like 6. And for that price tag of like $600, wild. To me, that's wild. But smell, smoky pineapple done to perfection. At the number 2 spot, this is hard. Oh, brother. At the number 2 spot is, I'm gonna go Imagination. Depending on what day it is, this goes number 1 for me a lot. Swimming through this, I've owned this for 6 months. It's gorgeous. This is, actually, I'll make it my scent of the day today too. This is a ginger tea blue bar of soap done to perfection. And the reason I rate this so high, this is why. It's very difficult to find fragrances that are mass appealing, they smell expensive, they perform for over 8 hours, they are compliment machines, and that you can wear them to any occasion on earth. There are very few fragrances in the world that, in my opinion, accomplish all of those and are like best in category for that blue freshy type fragrance. It's gorgeous, man. And the dry down of this is sensational. It's just a beautiful, creamy ginger tea hand soap type of smell. Compliment machine. And if anyone has imagination, they can vouch for that as well. It is a compliment machine. To me, a safe blind buy. To me it is. And again, you can make this your signature date night. You can make it your signature scent. You can daily this. You could wear it to a funeral. You can wear it anywhere, and that scenario will be fine for wearing this. It's gorgeous. At the number 1 spot. Now listen, it's top 5, okay? I would say top 5, but at the moment still, it is number 1 for me, and it's Halfeti. Halfeti was the original Prince of Dubai in a bottle for me. I love this smell. My dad loves this smell. This is my dad's favorite fragrance. I gifted him a little bottle of it. He loves it. I love it. But it's not for everybody. It's definitely not like Imagination or Limmensite. Halfeti is a very royal, spicy, masculine, like green tobacco vanilla fragrance. It's a very complex smell to me. I've never smelled anything like it. I've seen a few other reviewers say like Halfeti smells like XYZ. I've never found anything that remotely comes close to Halfeti. And for me, as like a personal, why it will always be top 3 for me. It's really weird to be able to say this, but like this fragrance changed my life. And that's weird. That's weird when you can like hold an object and it's like, oh wow, you are responsible for like a complete change in direction in my life. And why I say that, just after like 2021, still lockdown days, I had just gotten on to like TikTok fragrance, and I saw a video and it was like, if you want to smell like the Prince of Dubai, Halfeti is it. And I was like, what? Prince of Dubai? That's me, dog. I bought it. It was my first expensive blind buy. I wasn't even blind buying at that time. It was probably my first blind buy ever, because prior to that, I was just in department stores. So Halfeti was that first fragrance that I blind bought. When it arrived and I smelled it, I was like, oh my gosh. These expensive niche fragrances are where it's at. This bottle then kicked off a 4-year kind of wild ride of like blind buying a fragrance every single week. Expensive. Had some good ones, had a lot of misses. That then led to having to learn how to trade fragrances. Learning how to trade fragrances became its own addiction, and I had so much fun trading fragrances that I was like, you know what? I don't really see content on TikTok like this. I think it would be cool for people to see a trading fragrance series. That's how I started my fragrance TikTok journey. And when I trace it all the way back, it goes right back to this. And then very quickly, I was in Dubai, and again, like the stars aligned to where a fragrance company had come out with their own version of it and wanted my name on the bottle, because like I had done a video that took off with this, and this became viral again last year. That fragrance then changed my life completely, like financially, completely changed my life. And it all goes back to Halfeti.